And to start today's episode, we're going to take on Arsenal here in the Champions League quarterfinals. Get straight into this one, so not waste any time, and hopefully defeat Arsenal to advance further into the Champions League, a competition we're looking to win this season. Alright, so we'll go here against Arsenal, a team we've played quite a lot recently on the channel. Obviously, Man United and Leicester series, we've played them a million times in both series, but here we are again facing them. If you can't tell by my voice as well, I'm still ill again, which is, well, I say ill again, it's because I was feeling fine the past couple of days since I made that post saying I was back to feeling like 100% again. Then today I woke up and it's back to me feeling not great. And how is that not a free kick when he didn't get the ball and it's an injured Burkhart? There's any man in the eye. Oh. Gets the ball anyway, I'd like to see it. Jonathan. On his side, here to find Burkhart. Can he turn and get a shot away? Burkhart does, and Burkhart's denied there by Alisson in net for Arsenal these days. Interesting. Burkhart, please be onside. He should be onside. He's offside. I need to see the line. I was about to pass it across for a tap in. I need to see the offside lines. See, it looked like it was onside when I played it. He doesn't even show us. Love to see it. That's Mendy, Larson, got interception there from him. How about it to NDI? That's room to hit one, and that was just... Long shots in this game are just so bad, man, because how is that going that badly? You know what I mean? Saka. Is it Odegaard? Ball into the box, it's going to be us, Timber. There we go. If this game ends 0-0, I won't be surprised, honestly. I'm playing Harambol FC in Arsenal, because Harambol in this game exists because of Arsenal and the way the game is right now. Like, you usually can play proper Harambol in SC, and you'll see it every time I play against Arsenal. Everyone in the attack though, Ansel Knauf. It's a great turn there from the German. He strikes and he scores. A moment of magic from Ansgar Knauf. His first goal in the Champions League this season, which is very surprising, but a very Iron Robin-esque goal, cutting inside, wrapping it on his left into the far corner. A fantastic finish there from the German. And he puts us finally in the lead in this game. We've been by far the better team. We're just not really managed to create anything in this one, due to also being the way they are in this game, but you know, it is what it is. Knauf scores, and no matter, I'm going to concede straight away from kickoff. We're going into section there. I completely forgot we're playing against. Oh no, there we go. This is goal. This is it. The first shot of the game, straight from kickoff. Is it going to happen? Ball into the box. Timber heads it away. I completely forgot we're playing against his brother Urian Timber. Chandlerson charging forward. Doesn't really have the pace though. Speaking of Urian Timber, his brother, we're up against him there, but there's Saliba intercepting. Good to do, but I had faith we could do it. Wasn't. Burkhart hits it. I should have played it across. I should have played it across to Uzun. I didn't expect Burkhart to take such a bad touch to begin with. There's Timber, good interception. And now I just couldn't turn there. I was hoping to play that ball for it to Ansgar Knauf, but we didn't have any space to do so. Saka hits it first time for some reason there and misses. Oh no, this is it. Arsenal's first shot of the game. Martinelli, what a save by Junior. Love that from him. Brazilian denies Brazilian. I really don't like the fact this game is only 1-0, man. India made the run that pass, so was awful to him. Burkhart, lovely move. Can he score? Can he just shoot? Saliba somehow gets the ball off him there. Why didn't you shoot though? There's Knauf, the goal scorer. Goes it back. Oh, just didn't get the pass away there. You saw the power ball go up, you saw everything, but the game doesn't do the pass. So 1-0 victory over Arsenal in the Champions League quarter-final first leg. And I don't want to play the second leg because Arsenal was so boring to play in this game. Like, they're doing nothing. They've had 2 shots in the end. They had more possession apparently, but that's because they just held it. You can see by the stats, the ratings of the players, it was a very boring game. Not much happened. And that's what it's always like playing Arsenal in this game. And as you can see, he decided to show faith in the squad, and we're proven correctly because we did beat Arsenal 3-1 in the second leg, 4-1 overall with Burkhart, NDI, and Burkhart getting a brace in this one to see us beat them and go through to the semi-finals of, well, the quarterfinals actually. No, was that the quarterfinals? I think that was the quarterfinals. So we're through now to the semi-finals of the Champions League this season. However, before we face, whoever we're facing in the semi-finals of the Champions League, we now have to face Dortmund here in the semi-finals of the DFB Pokal. Let's get into this one and hopefully see us go through to the final of the Pokal competition we're looking to win this season, because Frankfurt got knocked out last season before we could even take control of the team, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get into this one though and hopefully see us go through to the final of a competition we need to win this time round. They've got a thief in their team. I don't know, it just doesn't really give a Dortmund vibes. Here's Campbell born into the box looking for Sarah Grassi, who wins the header but doesn't really connect with it, and it's going to be Junius to easily collect the shot. And India getting it before, yes he can, just about. Against Nico Schotterbeck, India cuts inside, he shoots it, he's blocked though. Inside here, Grassi on the turn, got blocked there by Fiate, but away to a thief. Born into the box, it's going to be headed away by Brown though, and Lawson and can not get the ball away somehow there. Chuck it and Wecker. Going into the session there from Collins, and we lose the ball again. No, can't we just get the ball out? There we go, Brown, thank you. We need to still get the ball away. Burkhart through to Ndiaye, who's been a danger runner of this team for us in this game. Ndiaye cuts inside. This time can he get the shot away and score? Yes, he does. Eddie Man Ndiaye. He hasn't scored many goals for us in this series, but he's been unlucky quite a lot of times as well, though. It's his first goal in 3 games in the Pokal, and could be the only goal of the game if we do, because at Dortmund we tend to only score 1 or 2 goals against in the series. And Eddie Man Ndiaye as well. This time cuts inside and gets a shot away. Last time it was blocked, but this time he finds us back in the net to make it 1-0. And you'll have to see it. Like I said, he doesn't score the most amount of goals for us, doesn't really get the most amount of assists, but he's a fantastic player in the team. He's kind of just the nearly man of the squad. You know, he gets a bunch of like, the assist to the assist basically. That's what he does a lot. Ball forward to Ndiaye, who, like I said, has been the main threat for us in this game. Hugo Larsson, the Swedishman, hits it. Easy save there for Gogo Kobe. Short. Brown wins it back low. Ozone over the top, great time ball. And Ansar Kanal, the former Dortmund player, scores again against his former team. And it's 2-0 here for us. A great time ball over the top by Chanozan, and a fantastic finish there from Ansar Kanal. Caesars get a 2-goal lead. In season 1, it might have been the first episode or the second one, we played against Dortmund, and Kanal scored like 2 or 3 goals against his former team in the first time we played against Dortmund, and looked incredible against them. And he scores here to make it 2-0 for us. And that pass by Ozan was incredible. Like I thought it would have been offside. I thought the game would have delayed it enough that it would have screwed me over. But thankfully, it played it in time. Knarf made the perfect run. Dortmund just didn't time their offside trap the way they wanted to. And Knarf got in behind. And an easy goal to score. Okay, Wahi steals it. We give it to Dinchi. Yes, he does. And Dinchi and Wahi literally first impact off the bench. Dinchi's first touch he scores with. And it's 3-0 here to us. We just brought them on. And we get a goal. As our voice is dying here, you can tell that I'm not feeling the best right now. But Dinchi scores to make it 3-0. And I think I'm going to sim the rest of the game now because this game is done. Dortmund have not really done anything in this game against us. And his first touch of the ball ends up in a goal. And Wahi, off the bench, pounces, steals the ball and gets an assist. That's it. Talk about instant impact. That's the most instant of an impact you can get. And it's sim to the end, and it's going to end up being a 5-0 victory of Wahi getting 2 goals for himself late in the game. And well, next up is a trip to Paris to take on Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League semi-finals here. First leg at the Parc des Princes. Let's get into this one and hopefully defeat the reigning champions IRL with the Ballon d'Or winner Ousmane Dembélé in their team and see ourselves go through to the final of the Champions League this season. And we're going to be a very tough team for us to beat. We have a chance at maybe a straight on early in this game. Wasn't Marquinhos saw, but I needed Canals run there to occupy Lewis Skelly more than he did. He kind of just didn't really commit. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't make the run that would draw Lewis Skelly away from us on there. He didn't really make a run that I could play the pass into either. But here we go. Ansel Knauf, can he score early on in this one? Like, Ansel Knauf does so. Just nearly 8 minutes into this game, we take the lead courtesy of Ansel Knauf. He scored a big goal for us against Arsenal and scores a big goal here for us against PSG to give us a lead. And you look to see, I think that's the first time we've had that animation in this series, not going to lie, because I don't think we've seen that animation for the fans celebrating in the bar. But Knauf scores here. Pacho, our former player, couldn't stop us in time. And Knauf scores to make it 1-0. Shanazan. Oh, plus one by Marquinhos. The amount of times I play Marquinhos in this game is insane. Like, I feel like he always joins teams that I play against, like Arsenal, you know, Liverpool. I've seen him at Man City quite a lot. I can't really escape him. And Fafnir Dembele missed that somehow. Burkhardt through, looking for Chanuzan. Can he get there? He can just about. He stays on his feet. And he hits the post. How has he not scored there? Vitinha. Good defending there, but we are still in danger. Oh, we get the ball away. Forward. Knauf. How is Pacho? We literally beat him there with the skill, man. Like, he's not going to win the ball back there. We got past him. That's frustrating. So I literally completely beat him with the skill there. And we should have been through. Ball through. Into Knauf. Can he double that lead? And double his goal tally? Yes, he does. And Lewis Skelly is having an awful afternoon against Knauf. As Knauf beating for pace there, got him behind. And doubles our lead in this one. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to come here to this game and defeat PSG emphatically, convincingly, be in control. And we're 2-0 up here in this one, courtesy of Knauf. Has scored 2 big goals for us now in the Champions, or 3 big goals now in the Champions League to see us get this far. And Lewis Skelly's having a bad afternoon, like I said. And hopefully we can exploit that even more and get more goals for the side of Ansel Knauf. Because up against Hakimi, India's going to have a tough afternoon. But Knauf seemingly has the better of Lewis Skelly and Marquinhos on that side. Out wide to Desiree Doué. João Neves. Blocked by Fiate. Good defending from him. It's going to be a corner there for them. Desiree Doué into Hakimi. Over here to Zaire Emery. PSG right end of the first half against us back into this game. Desiree Doué whips it in. Back post to Kvaratskhelia, and that's a good save there for Junior to make. Connor's been taking it off the ball there. As when Dembele shoots, Junior makes a save. Taking off the man in the moment in this game. Chanuzan. And there he goes again. Knauf is through. Can he triple his goal tally and triple that lead? Then we can't break force to Jonathan Burkhardt for a simple tap in. And it's 3-0 here to us. And I am tempted to simulate the rest of this game. 11th goal for him in the Champions League. Burkhardt has had a great season. We're 3-0 up against him in the first leg. I feel like we could sim it. Because obviously a 3-goal lead is a big goal, a big lead for us. But then PSG have to play us to score goals against us in this one. I'm tempted to do so, but at the same time I'm also wary of doing so. You know what? I've got faith in this squad. 3-0 up. Sim to the end. It ends up being 4-0 with Timber getting a goal for himself. Let's see, and we're through to the final of the Champions League. And as you can see, we've been officially crowned champions of the Bundesliga a while back now with 81 points. Quite a few points ahead of Dortmund in second place. You can see it's very close there between these 3 teams. And even Leverkusen were there for a while. And even Wolfsburg were not too far off getting into Europa League or Champions League positions. But we're going to play this game against Stuttgart. We're not going to show you any of the highlights, etc. But I'm just going to play this game, cut to the end of it, and show you the trophy celebrations. And after that, we're going to get into the Pokal final. Up against, who's it going to be up against? It's going to be up against Mainz of all teams. Where are they in the Bundesliga? Where did they finish? Mainz finished 9th. Okay. So not an easiest team, but not a hard team. So that's going to be interesting. And in the Champions League, we're going to be up against Man City in the final and that should be a pretty good game. In the semi-final, they beat Napoli to get there, just about 3-4 overall. And obviously, we got past PSG to get there. Let's get into the final home game of the season of the Bundesliga, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, and CSO's lift the Bundesliga shield. And well, after coming so close last season to winning the Bundesliga title, finishing second place, not far off Bayern Munich, who won the title, we now see ourselves be crowned champions of the Bundesliga, and Frankfurt are back on top in Germany. We also have the Pokal to win up next, and also the Champions League as well as our next 2 games to win. And Çağatay, the Turkish talent, the big talent of the team, steps up to lift the Bundesliga shield for us as the captain of the squad. And you'd love to see it. Let's get into the Pokal final, and then the Champions League. I hope to see this scene 2 more times with 2 more trophies up for grabs and win a treble this season here. And well, here we are, the Pokal final up against Mainz, who are a mid-table team, as we saw. Now, I'm not too sure what to expect going into this game, because Mainz could either be the hardest game we've had all season long, or series long, and it could be even harder than our Champions League final opponents, or this could be a walk in the park for us. Let's get into this game up against them at the Olympiastadion, and hopefully win the Pokal here. So they also had, what's his name, Anton Stark, up until he moved to Hoffenheim, and then obviously over to... These were his Burkhardt early on. Burkhardt, I believe up against his former team, if I'm not mistaken. I think he played for Mainz before he moved to Frankfurt. His strike is saved. Earlier than this one, we get a corner. Collins into the box. Well, Collins in the box looking for him. As Collins wins a header and actually scores it for once. I've not scored a header in a long time, especially not with Collins either. Every time we try to, he's not really been the best at doing so, but he scores here. They put us 1 goal to the good here from the corner that Burkhardt won after forcing the save from their keeper. And we take the lead here early in this game, which is to see. It's a massive goal for us in this final. So like I said, give us the lead and give us a 1 goal cushion to build off in this game. It's a great header there from Collins, makes it 1-0, which is to see. And let's get into the rest of the game and hopefully add more to this lead. Moving forward with the ball here, blocked by Brown. It's going to be a corner for them though, just after we scored from Monk, and they do the exact same. Getting us back in this game, ball into the box. That is ricocheting about the place. I'm not too sure what's happening here, but they still have the ball. We can shoot. Shot taken, and it's going to be a save by Junior. Burkhardt, finesse. Why did he take so long to shoot? Forced to Uzun. Keeper saves it. Give to Miller a go. Larson. Can Uzun, that's going to be a free kick wrap, but Uzun's still going to go through and score. Love to see that from Can Uzun. What a player he's becoming this team. And as you guys pointed out, he's played as a -2 or 3 out striker, which is insane. Like he's only like an 80 rated striker and he's an 83 rated player. I don't get why he gets a minus when he does play striker as a position. You know what I mean? He's got the roles and everything. But he did incredible there. We could have had a free kick, but he managed to get back to the ball and rifle it into the top corner to make it 2-0 to us. And Can Uzun, a man who's going to, or the young talent is going to lift the trophy at the end of the game, makes it 2-0 here and gives us a comfortable lead now in this one. Traore, Holler back, shoots a German, puts it wide of the post. Good challenge there though, Larson. Can Uzun, looking for Canal, but that's going to be cleared by their fullback. Or third centre back, I should say. Can Uzun can flick it in behind, and again, Can Uzun can he do this goal tally and triple alley? Yes, he does. And it's 3-0 here to us. And Mainz have not turned up to this final properly. It was going to be one of 2 options for this final. Either Mainz were going to be the hardest game we've had all season long, or it was going to be super easy. And right now, it has been super easy. As Uzun flicks it in behind, their keeper comes out into a strange position there. He kind of just left a goal wide open for us. Not too sure what he was thinking there, but Can Uzun gets one of the easiest goal he'll ever score there. But how much of the goal he had to aim at, and makes it 2-0 to us. I think I might do. Just wanted to make 2 changes at half time just to give some players some game time, but that's going to be good defending for Fiat. But somehow gone straight through to Holler back, and Junior makes the save though. Uzun and Dinci, the 2 Turks, linking up here, ball through to KB. And cut inside KB, good turn there, he shoots, and it's saved by Zentner. And I felt like that injury in the first season has really set back KB in this team, because I felt like he would have grown even more if it wasn't for that injury. He's only a 77 rated player. I felt like he could have had a bigger role in the team if it weren't for that Lovely play here. Chanazan for the hat-trick. Can he get it? No, we can't. Good save from the keeper. Forza to Kaibi, and his shot was not the best, but at least we can keep it with shin hit. Block there from Delorge, a Belgian midfielder. Didn't she? Oh, so why did he come back? Why did he move backwards? You might have been offside, but he couldn't. He didn't have to move backwards that much. Delorge couldn't. Lost actually. Sorry, he's had a great game. Was on through into Kibi. He's offside. I need to see that, ref. I need to see it. You're not going to show it. It's okay. That's going to end the game. It's going to be a 3-0 victory in the Pokal final against Mainz. We've done the German double. Let's cut to the trophy lift and see Chanazan lift his second trophy of this series. And well, here we are, the fans celebrating in the Frankfurt pub there. As you can see the Pokal being lifted here by Chanazan here in a second. A well-deserved lift for him. So he played incredibly in this game. But, defensively wise, we were great in this game, by the way. You've probably seen some highlights. Lawson played incredible in midfield. Our whole team was great. Our backline was incredible in this game. Junior made some big saves for us to keep the clean sheet, and the Pokal's being lifted here by Chanazan, which means we've done the domestic double. Next up low is the Champions League. Let's get into that one, and hopefully see Chanazan also lift a Champions League trophy. And what is back-to-back finals for us in the Olympia Stadium. We just won the Pokal in the stadium. Now it's time for us to face Manchester City in the Champions League final. And Christensen is back from injury for this game, which is great for him. He's going to be on the bench for us, though. I was tempted to start him in the team, but Eddie Espan's been incredible since coming to the starting 11. I think he deserves to play this final, and he's been great for us in the squad. Obviously, Christensen was great for us throughout the season and throughout the series up until his injury, but Eddie Espan's came in and has made that right-back role his own. He's really stepped up in that position. I've been really impressed with him in that position. Let's get into the final, though, up against Manchester City, and hopefully see Frankfurt lift the Champions League trophy at the end of it. Chanazan lifting the trophy as the captain. We're still at with Timber. We're all of them Man City in the starting 12 minutes of the game. In the eye, so no stranger to Man City. Lovely play here. Chanazan going to get a shot away. Wasn't shoots near post, but Donnarumma makes a save. That was great football, though. See, because he could have been sacked. Someone else could have taken over. That's a great play. Knauf is onside, and as for Knauf can't score. Donnarumma says I should have gone low driven. I was thinking low driven or finesse, and I did neither. I was in two minds and did the wrong option, which is neither one of them. To Johnny Reinders. Out wider to Marmouche, our former player. Junior got interception. If this series was going to go for like a season 3, I would think about bringing Marmouche into the team. I'm not so sure where he would play, to be honest, but that would have been a fun signing to do. So I do want to use Marmouche again at some point, because obviously we didn't really get to use him that long with Man City. Same with quite a lot of players like Haaland, Shirky, Foden I'd like to use again. To Johnny Reinders at some point. It's going to be a pass that we actually get to. Burkhardt. Chanazan can't get a shot away in time there. Chanazan through into Quinton. Timber, who couldn't get a shot away. If he shoots there, he scores. Timber steals it. Finesse. Donnarumma makes the save. We should have scored by now in this game. Foden now is for the half-time break. We're forward from Man City. It's great defending there from Eddie Esbaum. And it's going to be 0-0 by half-time. Foden coming forward. Rodri, Haaland. Good defending there from us. And City, by the way, didn't manage a single shot in the first half. They came close, though, at times, but we did well to defend them. Now fair to Eddie Esbaum. Foden. There's a good ball by Fiate. And we can just about get the ball out there. Chanazan through to Knauf. Knauf cut it back, lift it up to the back post where India was waiting with a cross and it ready to go to the back post. We're going to get a free kick there for handball. An hour into this game. It's an interesting position, but you never know. Timber needs to be on this. He's got the free kick accuracy and power. Going to try to bend this one here with him. Most likely this ain't going to go in, but you never know. Quinton Timber hits it, and it's hit the post. And I think Donnarumma parried it onto the post. one of the two, it either hit the post and hit Donnarumma, which would have stopped it from going in, or it hit Donnarumma and then the post. Chanazan, how's it been denied there by Gvardiol? Because I've literally done the rainbow fit perfectly there, got past the defender, if the game worked out properly. Bozan, into Knauf. Oh. Ruben Diaz. Nearly 10 minutes after the game and it's still 0-0. Like Nuri. Haaland. No. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Junior, good save. That's our first shot of the game. Should have won it inside 90. That's maybe hit in the eye. Might be offside, and that's frustrating if he is. In the eye is offside. Scored a couple of goals in this game. And we haven't, and Burkhoff for some reason stopped his run there. In the eye, please make that run. In the eye's through. In the eye to winners. The Champions League. Why is the shot gone straight at Donnarumma? Why is the shot gone straight at Donnarumma? That should have been it. That should have been it. Oh. If only Ozan was a little bit more open, I would have played it across to him and tapped it in. But look at that, man. They've had one shot, we've had more possession, 6 shots on goal, 0 goals, and it's somehow going to extra time. Indeed, the man that probably should have won us the Champions League. Larson. Burkhardt, but Rodri is there. Short here to Bernardo Silva. Finds out Nuri. Rodri. And let's see, I'll just try to find their way through, and I'm really not liking this there because I feel like they're going to score. Switch up wide here, blocked by Brown with a header inside. But they get the ball back. Reinders. Larson in there, he still is able to see it. I'm liking this, a ball up wide here to find Savinho. One inside. Brown's going to head that away. He doesn't. Thankfully, Julian makes the save. Tied in this game. The same with Chenelton, he's tied, but obviously he's the captain. Can't really take him off. I want him to lift the trophy. Like, we should have had the game done by now. That should have been right up his in the eye. The Bremer flicking by actually works this time. Can he play it across to Burkhardt? And we finally get a goal we deserve. That should have happened a long time ago in this game. But Burkhardt puts us ahead in the Champions League final as we look at the night sky for whatever reason. The camera work is, whether this cameraman needs to be fired, but in the eye. The ring will flick past Gvardiol, gets inside, pokes it to Burkhardt, who knocks it into the goal with the slightest of touches, just about beats Donnarumma. And finally gives us the lead we deserve in this game. It was a great interception in the eye. Can we double the lead? This would be great. Can the floodgates now open? In the eye, inside. And again, in the eye, they're still going. And that's a fantastic solo run from Iliman. In the eye, who's not scored many goals for us in this series, but he made us score the biggest to wrap up the Champions League final. He should have won it for us in the 90th minute, but Donnarumma made the save from a shot that went pretty much straight at him. But India hit with the skills to pay the bills, drifts us one, and then again creates a space, puts it into the far corner. That's great dribbling there from him, and great skill there just to confuse the defenders, open up the space for himself to get the shot away. And puts us 2 goals to the good here. And that's a much deserved goal for himself and us in this game. The game done, the referee's going to play on for some reason. The game's done, ref. Why are you playing on extra time? There we go. We've won the Champions League in extra time with 2 goals from Burkhardt and Ndiaye. I got with an assist from Ndiaye in this game as well. Let's cut to the trophy to see Chandler's and lift the trophy. And a much deserved win for us in this final. And a hard-fought one for us as well. And we'll hit Wardy Trophy, lift the biggest trophy in club football. It's about to be lifted by Eintracht Frankfurt, and the Treble's going to be completed. The Pokal, the Bundesliga, and most importantly, the Champions League trophy is coming to Frankfurt with Chanez and the captain, the young Turkish talent, getting to lift it. And he takes his place at centre stage of European football as one of the best talents and best players in the world right now. He didn't score getting assists in this game, but he did play great in the first half. And it's a well-deserved win for us in this final. And it was a hard-fought one, but you know what? It was a great way to do it. I wouldn't take it back. It would have been nice to win it inside 90 minutes, yes. It would have been nice to win it with a goal from India in the 90th minute. That would have been great, but The drama, the story is great. Let's go to the main menu, check out the stats of the players, and show you who's been the best players of the season to see us win the treble to wrap up this series here. And as you can see, here are the stats of the players that are winning the treble season here. 29 and 14 from Jonathan Burkhart. He's been a fantastic striker in this game. And Chanazan, 18 goals and 13 assists, incredible from him. I see he played great for this whole series to convert into a striker, or already plays striker, just converted him to the roles that can play striker. And he's been incredible for us in that position. He's honestly such a great player in that role as kind of a support striker. I kind of played him in a similar role to Costulas in the Gladbach series, in the Leicester series, where he's more of a creative striker than a goal scorer, but he obviously has scored a bunch of goals for us, as you can see. In Imani, they are 13 and 4, a much more respectable season in the end from him. He scored and got an assist in the Champions League final, which was to see Ansgar Kadaf, a great player for us. We had some great backup players, but Hoya expected more from the series, as you can see. Dinchi, only 4 goals, but he was great in game. He played very well in game. Larson in midfield, incredible from him. He was honestly insane in midfield. He just won every challenge and was just great at moving the ball forward, etc. and winning it, like I mentioned. And well, this is the team that obviously went on to win everything, as you can see. A great squad. Obviously, some lower rated players, the likes of obviously Collins and also Eddie Spam in the squad, are 78 rated players, but really super great in the team. Obviously, Eddie Spam replaced Christensen in the team due to his injury, and Christensen was great for us up until that injury. Would have still been in the team if it wasn't for that injury, unfortunate for him, but so he was great for us. We had some great backup players. That's the Droge. He was great. I feel like I need to use him again at some point. I'm going to get back into making rebuild videos, so I'm definitely going to sign him at some point in a rebuild, or maybe in a series moving forward. But the team played incredible, and this team was absolutely insane. And well, a much deserved treble win for this team. Junior in goal, great. Fiate as a centre back, incredible. Brown at left back, great. As the midfield partner of Timber and Lawson was incredible for us. Knauf was one of our best players. Kind of an underrated player in the team, to be fair. I feel like it should be higher rated. I feel like it should be like more of an 83, 84 rated player, but he honestly was great in that cam role as a shadow striker, as we're seeing. And yeah, this team played great. And obviously, well, like I said, a well-deserved win for us in the Champions League final and the Pokal and obviously the Bundesliga. And that's the quote for this series. To enjoy drop a like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.